very healthy respect for each other, what we've done, what we've accomplished. We all have kind of our own backstories and our own things and bring very specific skills to this setting, and I think we're all excited to be a part of it. It's such an ensemble cast. We're all kind of getting garbed up, you know, putting our guns on, getting your grenades strapped on and all that, and we're all going out to shoot Jean-Claude Van Damme, and you're looking in this tent and there's every single guy that you grew up watching, you know, from the 80s, and they were looking at each other too, like, man, this is cool, I can't believe this is happening. I think all the personalities, again, I think we're all just very happy to kind of be a part of this big thing that's very unique, and I think not anybody else could pull this off but Sly. And I think everybody scratched their head and thought he was crazy when we pulled off the first one, and obviously it was a huge success, and consequently getting a chance to do the second. I think there's more than likely going to be a third, and we'll just keep rolling. I mean, nobody does that better than Sly. Simon knew going in that Sly was still going to be heavily involved in the intellectual property that is the Expendables, because he's a very vested interest in it. And the setups and what we were capturing to tell the story of this movie with the Expendables 2 was definitely Simon's vision, but Sly had the ability and the invested interest to tweak the little things that he needed to change the story a little bit, to make the story flow better, but not wholesale change the story, just kind of tweak scenes, bring some of the humor and stuff in that I think made it special. And I think, you know, casting Jean-Claude as the villain was brilliant. Taking him outside of the norm, outside of the box that we're usually seeing him in, making him do, you know, some other things, especially with his eclectic kind of personality. It fit.
Well, it's the fourth film I've done with Jean-Claude, so I'm sure he's sick of me by now. But no, because it worked out for the movie. Look, I was offered first Expendables, couldn't do it for scheduling reasons, so I wanted to be in the second one, and I got hold of the script, and there were these two characters that were with Van Damme, and I suggested combine those two characters into one. I get on with Jean-Claude, and it'll make more sense to have somebody like me fight Jason Statham at the end. You know, I think the fans will enjoy that more. And we've got a camaraderie together because we've worked together before, and we were able to feel comfortable, and you know, it's not a problem for me to believe that he's my boss and someone that I can look up to, because, you know, I was a big fan, still am a big fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme, but as a kid he was a huge influence to me, so it all made sense. When we're on set, we're part of the same team, so we're discussing things and we're discussing the scene. And we're acting with each other all the time, but he did keep himself to himself. I didn't feel the need to do that because, I don't know, you turn up, you eat your mark, you say your line, but everyone's got a different way of working.
Well, I know there was a lot of talk about Wesley Snipes for the first one, and obviously had other issues and couldn't do it, which, you know, opened the door for Terry Crews, who was a good friend of mine and become an even better friend of mine through the course of the two movies. Wesley Snipes would still be a great guy to add, and I think Terry would be happy to see him kind of join the cast as, you know, Blade and all the sorts of things that he did, New Jack City and those types of movies. He was great in those movies. So got to see Jackie Chan at Comic-Con. I mean, how perfect would that be? He'd be a great addition, and we'd learn a ton from the way he does his own stunts and all the stuff that he does and brings to the genre as well. Could we work with Seagal? Is there a way to get him involved, and maybe he'd be a great bad guy? Something we haven't really seen him do before either.